Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
The last update for Dragon Ball FighterZ was about a year and a half ago. The last character added to it was almost 4 years ago. And now FighterZ has come out and said, here, damn, giving us Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku in the game. I don't think you realize how insane that is, that it's taken this long for any love, any attention to be given to the game. And at such a critical level too, when we're seeing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in the discount bin at Walmart, when we're seeing the player count for Sparking Zero so low, extremely low, they throw something at FighterZ, which is its competitor. Honestly, it shows exactly to me how much love they're giving Dragon Ball in general, how confident they are that Dragon Ball FighterZ is a good game and one worthy of adding more stuff to, and also how much love they originally had for FighterZ, because FighterZ was and is a great game. And in a lot of aspects, FighterZ is a better game in my opinion than Sparking Zero. It's more balanced, it's more competitive. It has a lot more of a feel that anybody can win any sort of matchup, and you can't really spam anything in there because there are too many counters to spammers, while Sparking Zero really does not have any counters at all to any sort of spammer. Anybody that spams anything in Sparking Zero, I mean, you're just gonna have to try to dodge as much as possible. It's like literally the only counter the Sparking Zero has. So this announcement that we're getting now this new character in Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima is really, really cool. I think that this is too little too late, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but if you're going to be adding an influx of characters to, or an influx of content to a game that's more than 5 years old when the last when last character came out, and then it's roughly about 6-7 years old, I mean, go all out. Give us Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. Give us Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Give us the chibi versions of both. Give us the just any of the characters, like the Majin Ku and Majin Du. Give us all of them, guys. I want to see every single one. I want to see Goma with the third eye. Give us a pack of characters added to FighterZ that would really blow us out of the water when it came to the game, because adding just the one character, it to me shows like, oh, they really just need people to play the games, and like, because they're not playing. Because Dragon Ball right now, in my opinion, I haven't seen lows like this overall for Dragon Ball in general since before I started doing Dragon Ball content here on YouTube. I'm talking about this is the Dark Ages right now. This is prior. This is worse in my opinion than before Battle of Gods came out, because at least before that we had a healthy and extremely robust and vibrant fan side of things, fan mangas, fan animations. Mastar was doing his thing. We had a lot of content, and because nothing was official, anybody could go into the space and carve out a little kingdom for themselves. And then the Dragon Ball anime came out, Dragon Ball Super. That's all people were focusing on. It built a lot of channels as well. But let's not be complete Debbie Downers here on this character. What would I like from this fighter, from this DLC? I'm assuming it's a DLC. I doubt it's going to be something for free given to people for them to come back to Dragon Ball FighterZ. But really what I would like to see is, I would like to see a really heavy duty character in the same vein as Broly, but a lot faster, a lot quicker, and an extra limb, meaning the tail. The tail for this version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I cannot emphasize this enough. It needs to be part of the main character's fighting style, because that's exactly how Mini Goku fought, and to a certain extent that's how the bigger version of him fought. Now the little mini version of Goku in the Super Saiyan 4 style he was fighting more like a chimpanzee, a monkey, little monkey. And then when we got to the when he was older, when he was bigger, when he finally grew up and was brought back to an adult age, we get to see him fight almost like a gorilla. But that tail was still extremely important. So I need that tail to be able to grab, to be able to hit, to be able to bounce up and down on. All these different things, these need to be part of his moveset 100%. Then of course we have the Kamehameha. That's a finisher right there, the one that ended worlds, and I better say that end screen be him us breaking through the barriers of worlds. I don't care if it's Earth, breaking through the ozone layer, breaking through Namek, breaking through everything. I need to see, honestly, that Kamehameha was so strong, and that's what a huge problem is with Dragon Ball Daima in general, because we don't know where it fits. But that Kamehameha was so strong, it broke through the barrier of 3 worlds and bringing the demon universes together. That is how strong that Kamehameha was. So realistically, that Kamehameha, if you really think about it, could have broken through Universe 6 and into Universe 7 and then gone straight into Universe 8. That is how the demon realm operates. That's why, again, it's so confusing when you're trying to figure out how, like, where does this fit? Where does Goku in this Dragon Ball Daima fit in Dragon Ball Super? Because he's entirely too strong compared to what we saw in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. So it doesn't make any sense. But I need to see that attack, obviously. I need to see some heavy grabs, some heavy slams, and then really one of the main features is regeneration. Give him a sense of regeneration, similar to how Master Ultra Instinct has the slight evade, where you attack and there's a chance that he evades it. Do that with this version. He literally regenerated several times over in the anime itself. So he was definitely on par with I guess that level of Hack's abilities with the way that the Ultra Instinct Goku evades things. I really do think that would be such a really cool feature. I think that'd be a really cool feature for him. Obviously Kamehamehas and just regular Kamehamehas, because he did try to do one before he got hit. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Really not much different. There's not much of difference that really can be had with Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, besides the fact that he's a heavy hitter. He's very similar to Broly in that way. He would be very similar to Broly in that way from Dragon Ball DBS Broly or DBZ. Very, very similar to him. But I'm excited. I'm happy that they're adding the character. Am I going to buy the character? I don't know. I don't play FighterZ anymore. I barely play Sparking Zero. You know, the gameplay footage that you probably see in the background, that you've seen in the background of my videos, is Fortnite, because that's normally what I play. But really, I just don't play it that often. I don't have anybody to play it with, and the game has gotten very, very repetitive, and that's something that's going to be right up my alley, to be honest with you. But maybe they'll bring me back with it. I don't know. If they add Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, that would be pretty sick. But these games, they need innovation. They need to innovate past the fighting. It's just a fighting game. They need to do that. And whether that be adding new features or giving us what if characters, I think the what if characters for Sparking Zero really would have helped, seeing as how the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had a bunch of what if characters in the actual game. And we actually even get one in Sparking Zero that we don't get to play as. But anyway, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know if you're excited for this DLC.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.